Hey y'all, welcome back to Movement Link. So I just want to take a few minutes and talk about the air squat, but more kind of the testing, competing side of the air squat. So once we develop these really good positions where you can keep belly button drawn in, butt tight, Kegel, creating that external torque through the floor, rib cage down, standing tall, and creating that good shoulder position. And once we can keep that weight balanced evenly on the foot and maintain these positions, then it's time to add intensity to the move. We can add intensity by adding weight to it, but we can also add speed to it. So a lot of workouts will have a bunch of air squats, and so there's different ways we can kind of attack these. So if we're trying to go really fast on an air squat, we run into kind of a little bit of a trouble spot, because naturally when we're coming up out of a squat towards the top, we naturally have to slow down and change direction. So when we're trying to move really, really fast, and get kind of tricky to figure out how to come up, stop, extend all the way, and go back down. So I have a little trick for you if you're really good at air squats already and you're looking just to push the pace and get that intensity up in your workouts. The main thing is we're just going to start with a jumping air squat, and we're going to exaggerate it. So we're just going to squat, jump, and as you land, go back down in the bottom of an air squat. So do that a few times, and you can do a few sets of it. And then all we're going to do is pretty simple. From there, we're just going to get rid of the jump, but we're still going to think about it like a jumping air squat. So I'm going to come up, and I'll show you from the side. But I'm going to come up, and I'm basically doing a jumping air squat, but I'm trying to jump as low as I possibly can. And that amount of coming up and then letting myself kind of land in the next one can really help me speed up these reps. Okay, so if I'm in a sprinting mode, that's what I'm doing. The jumping air squats with really no jump, just go, 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 go. If I'm in kind of a mode that's just kind of a real brutal grinder and it has a ton of air squats, I use the top of the air squat to be kind of my needle that I can adjust my effort and pacing. So what I like to do in as many things as possible is not break them up. I try and go unbroken if I can, if it makes sense, on as many things as possible, just because I feel mentally it is so much easier. So think of going for like a long run. If you go for a long run, for me, it's much easier to find a pace that you can stick to and maybe adjust that pace a little bit here and there along the way, as opposed to run, walk, run, walk, run, walk. As soon as you get into run, walk mode, as soon as walking becomes an option, now on every single step, you have to make that choice in your head about, should I start walking? Should I start walking? Should I start walking? It's just like we talk about in our momentum results program all the time, is we just want to remove as many choices as possible. So burpees, air squats, a lot of things like this, I'm always looking to just remove the choices, so I'm going to go unbroken. So now really the only choice is changing my pace up and how much I'm going to do it. So if I'm going really fast, I'm going to do these kind of jumping air squats. If I'm going really slow, I'm going to give it a little bit of a pause. And then if I need something in between those two, I like doing sets of 3 and 3 and alternating back and forth. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and so on. And what that does is it allows me the speed of some of them and for me to get into a little groove, but it also allows my legs a little bit of time to recover as I give it those little pauses. So, things to play around with. If you want to up your air squat game, look at them as jumping air squats and then try and work your jumping air squats into the mix. All right, see y'all soon.